And that's it for the news. And we have to do a lot more news as we review the newspapers. And Mama Vio Swabwaji is ready. Again, my shirt is by Southport Trent. It's based in Kumasi. And Kofi Asamoah, thanks for this go share. Ketsi, Derek Okosama, lead producer. Actually, this was my birthday gift from Derek. Thank you very much, Derek. And Mama V, of course, made sure that I had a good surprise with the whole team and all that. She was romantic that day. I was surprised. Mama V, good morning. It's not.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
I'm just taking you.
Good morning. So this was your birthday shirt? It's nice.
From Derek.
It's nice. Yeah.
Southport Trent.
And I met a great designer in Kumasi. Let me see you. What are you doing? That's not how they model.
Oh, no. I'm not modeling.
Okay. All right. So
what do you have?
What do I have?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Okay, let me ask you. Over the last 12 hours, what have you heard, read, or encountered?
Oh, wow.
What do you think? Yeah.
A lot.
Right. Tell me why.
A lot. I mean, that's a very loaded question.
Yeah. There's one I heard. What? Donald Trump, I'm sure you heard, wanted a painting of Van Gogh, one of the greatest painters around the world, and from, I think, one of the museums in New York.
Yeah.
And the one who is the lead person there wrote in an email back to the White House and said, you can't have that Van Gogh painting, but we have a used golden toilet pot by an Italian designer. You can have that.
Is this a true story?
It's a true story. It's trending on the BBC this morning.
The other thing I've heard is a call for African leaders to boycott Trump in Davos, as you know, he delivers his
when they have the World Economic Forum,
exactly.
because it's been ongoing for.
Yeah, but
do you think they can?
We're also told that the Rwandan president, and I think the Zimbabwean president, the new Zimbabwean president, they have said that they would want to meet him. So I don't know how far that call.
So there's
would
no
go.
unity.
Yeah, because they're all delivering speeches.
Right.
So
right.
we don't know. Maybe they will bash him when they
But
when
the
they
thing
speak or whatever it is.
Don't you think, with all the experiences you've had, dialogue is more important than perhaps saying that?
They're calling on him to apologize, and I think
so rather go and meet him and say
apologize. But has he said those things? He said he used some harsh words, but he hasn't agreed that he said exactly what is reported that he said.
Because actually, all that has been trending are reporter speeches.
Yeah.
But the media is supposed to always give reporter speeches. It's
well,
all, it's all the time that you have insights.
But to be fair, there were people in that meeting who has said exactly what is out. So, you know. But let's do the newspapers. We will go to the international news in a bit, but you can send us your messages, and there are people who send us messages way before 6 a.m. and sometimes I don't know, are they commenting on things they've heard on the show, or they're dreaming about things they can see what is ahead. So Amofa Eric I came across in the Eastern region says, please tell Parliament to stop debating on this Gitmo 2 issue and tell us something about the GES limited recruitment exercise that took place in September 2017. We still haven't heard anything from the Ministry of Education. Well, good morning to you, Eric, and thank you for your message. You too can send us messages. Right now, though, we will do the newspapers, and we'll start off with the Daily Graphic newspaper. So front page of the Graphic is this Swift news, so refreshing to hear yesterday. Kwabena jailbreak, 5 persons nailed. The full story is on page 3. So they're given names of, some of the names are people who actually broke jail. And then others who assisted them, really. So, and then also the shooting that happened at La Paz. The police say they've arrested some 5 persons responsible for that. PRC orders ECG to compensate 41,000 customers. Special supplements on 69th India Republic Day celebration is also inside this edition. And Graphic leads Geopol research for Prince. This is the widest paper in circulation, really. So they continue to take the lead in the print media. So congratulations to the Daily Graphic newspaper for coming #1 in 2017, I think. But a bit of this story, let's go to page 20 in the Daily Graphic newspaper. Two stories we'll look at there. One is the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission ordering the Electricity Company of Ghana to pay compensation to some 41,000 of ECG's prepaid customers who were unable to purchase electricity units in December last year. So the prepaid customers who are to benefit from the payment of compensation amounting to over 1 million Ghana cedis are those in Achimota, Kolebu, Dansuman, and Kanishi who were unable to purchase electricity units from December 3 to 12, 2017. Details of that, and I think exactly the amount that you're entitled to. If you were affected and you haven't seen the press release, then you can grab the Daily Graphic and look at the figures in the paper. After almost 6 months of hunting for the killers of a police constable at La Paz in Accra, the police have finally arrested 5 persons believed to have been involved in the shooting of the policeman. So the suspects comprise a woman and 4 men, and 2 of them are believed to be the robbers who shot and killed Constable Daniel Owusu at La Paz. Details of that.
Remember that incident?
I do.
Very tragic.
I do. It was almost like a movie, like,
yeah.
you
know. It was in broad daylight. They were chased towards the Ouija area, and then thereafter, it just got lost into oblivion.
Yeah. All right, let's see the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Work to resume on Kumasi Kejetia redevelopment project, and offline digital property address system to be rolled out. What's this one about? It says an offline version of the Ghana Post GPS, a national digital property address system, is scheduled to be rolled out by the close of February this year. The management of Vocacom, a Ghanaian firm that developed the application, has stated. So it is expected, according to the story, to facilitate access to the application even without the use of the internet, to ensure that no one was left behind in its use. You can read all about it on the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Roland, I'm through.
All right, so let's do the Ghanaian Times. It has on the front page fake doctor napped, and we're told that Charles Aqua is 45. The story is on page 3 of the paper, and apparently it says the 45-year-old man was apprehended by the police for allegedly practicing as a medical doctor without license at the Royal Star Clinic at Kotobabi in Accra. And that operation was possible jointly with the Medical and Dental Council. And Dr. Aqua had his medical school training, we're told, at the M. Gorky Donetsk National Medical University, and later transferred in the 6th year to the Ivano Frankivsk National Medical University, both in Ukraine, where he completed his training in June 2015. Further checks by the MDC revealed that Dr. Aqua was registered as a physician assistant by the council in the year 2011, but failed to renew his license when it got expired. And the registrar of the council, Dr. Eli Kwisia Tikpui, who confirmed this to the media, said the suspect again showed up for another examination in 2015 in October, failed again, and subsequently took part in the October 2016 examinations, failed again in November, wrote another one, failed again, and was supposed apparently to have come for an introductory lecture at the Medical and Dental Council, and then thereafter go for an attachment 6 months. He didn't do that, but had been practicing at that hospital, and always been called doctor. What do you say? Dr. Walker. All right, so now let's move on. Also on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, we have NACOB in pounds, 500,000 Ghana cedi we in Tampere in the US, and this would have been an exportable, usable product. Chaliba here, and the license though, I say no, it's illegal. So on page 16 is there, they nabbed
but half a million Ghana cedis it is worth, we're told. 500,000.
Igbo. What is it? Agba. We.
But there's somebody on the run.
Yeah.
There's somebody on the run.
Yes, yes.
We heard, according to some sources, that he's such a big deal where you come from. Are you sure you don't know this man? The owner of the
okay, we're told that impounded at Wakono near Asasawa in the Upper Manya Kropo district. Sally. And we're told 72 sacks of compressed dried leaves were further found to contain 4,326 slabs. They compress it in raw. Charlie, have you tasted weed cannabis before?
No.
It will make you a bit dizzy. It's I don't know. So,
but
let's move on. 44,000 Ghana cedi auction.
What are you saying?
Yeah. Auction proceeds.
You sniff it?
As a taste, I didn't say that I sniff. Auditor General's report, and then we have 5 suspects arrested for killing cop at Abekala Pass. Already told, given inside by Mwavio Soabaji. Police grabbed 2 Kwabenya fugitives. And then on the back page of the paper, SWAG apparently are likely to have the new president of Liberia, or president-elect of Liberia, no, president of Liberia, President George Weah, for their 43rd awards. And according to the president of SWAG, Kwabena Yeboah, veteran sports journalist, they had Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president of the Republic of Ghana, for the last event at short notice. And this time at short notice, they're likely also to have the new president of Liberia, a former UEFA as well as Ballon d'Or winner, FIFA Ballon d'Or winner, Charlie, the great George Weah, as their guest of honor. So we'll look forward to that event. But he has a house in Ghana. Charlie, they're always in Ghana. So
Roland, you just confessed to something on the show this morning.
That one.
Let's do the Finder newspaper. I've got the Finder, front page of the Finder. 5 cop killers nabbed. IGP confident the rest will be
I went
arrested.
to a boys' school, so sometimes when you're asking me, I don't know what can reply. You miss
So
school,
the pictures of those who have been arrested, those 2 of those who have been arrested, Prince Osei, Atakwejo, are on the front page of the Finder newspaper. Also, police CID gets first female director general, and Mame Ya Tiwa Addo Dankwa has now been confirmed as director general of the CIDs, DCOP.
Yeah.
So, what is in the Finder is actually the positions that she's held.
I went to a friend's birthday party and she was there.
Oh,
and
okay.
She's an awesome lady, man.
Is she?
Yeah, personally.
In what context?
I mean, personal interaction. Awesome,
okay.
Awesome lady.
All right, so all the positions that she's held from 1991 till date, as she's now been confirmed as Director General, Criminal Investigations Department. You can read about it, and if you're in the police force and you're just an officer, like an ordinary officer, I think this would encourage you because, you can keep climbing. She's held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is her 12th position coming into the force.
She's paid her dues.
Yeah, I think so. It's just, the whole issue about the A+ and, that recording, all that controversy that I didn't like, really. But there are other stories on the front page. Kufuor urges Ghana Health Service to prioritize diet and nutrition. All Ghanaians need French. Roland, can you speak any other language apart from English? Any foreign language?
Tu comprends le français? Pourquoi?
You
It's a foreign aid.
So, basically, this story, and I don't know if it's a write-up. It's by Francis Nuchuego, basically reminding us that we're surrounded by a lot of French-speaking countries.
Are they learning French in any way?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're too young to. I think they haven't quite
communicate
started.
well.
They're learning tree.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will get there.
Yeah.
We will get there. But there are a lot of French schools around as well. You can take a teacher to teach them.
Yeah, true.
Various options. It's just a reminder that we're surrounded by a lot of French-speaking countries.
And we don't speak
Togo, there's Benin, there's Burkina Faso, there's Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Niger, Mali. They speak French. Yeah, this goes on.
They speak English and we can speak French.
Oh, yeah, and we're not able to speak French. Yeah. So basically...
They have a lot more literates or English-speaking French speakers.
He's the executive director, Learn French Early Foundation.
Yes.
Maybe we can have him on the show sometime, and then we'll see how that goes. Those of us who want... Is it too late? I went to Alliance Française. Did I ever tell you that? I think I spent only 3 months.
Wait,
Charlie.
You mean you paid admission fee?
I
made entry through the arch of Alliance, the one just around Opebia?
Yeah.
And you are here. I don't even know how to describe you.
Oh my God.
This is a program.
It takes a while to put the whole thought together to say something.
Look, when I was in journalism school,
I was better sometime
I
back.
tried. I
was better.
I just couldn't get. They say feminine, masculine. Feminine, masculine. I said, what is that? But even Chinese is worse. But it's better.
I think if you learn it early, you learn it early, it does a lot of magic.
Well, one person who is watching us this morning is my good friend, and he's based in Tema. Raphael Ni Okwabi and the wife, Linda Akusia Okwabi. They are all based in Tema. And apparently their son is having his birthday today. We wish Philip all the best in life. And please grow up to be a blessing, not only to your parents, your family, but also to your entire generation and beyond. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, Filippo. And that's from Raphael and Linda, your parents. Okay. And it's also from us.
All right. So now that you've read one message, let me read this from Mary Anika Boateng saying, this driving away of the herdsmen from Agogo, is it relocating them to a specific place in the country or just driving them from Agogo? If that's the issue, then I don't think the issue has been resolved.
So we're just pushing the problem from one area.
Exactly. But that's exactly what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Exactly we're
telling them, please.
Because if you look at Operation Cowlick, they've been given a specific assignment: drive them out of Agogo.
To where?
I'm not sure they told them to where exactly. Yeah.
And what we've also constantly said is that it's not as if the herdsmen really led their cattle herds from Mauritania, Niger into Ghana. You know, they are in Ghana herding cattle belonging to
Ghanaians.
And not ordinary Ghanaians. Because cattle cannot be afforded by ordinary Ghanaians on our streets.
So
it's
these
expensive.
Are powerful Ghanaians.
Yes, if you don't have money, then you cannot keep head of cattle. And that's the truth. So who are the big businessmen who own them? The chiefs, the big politicians, ordinary. Who are they? And keeping mute about
known,
this.
they're known figures. When we say known figures, everybody looks at Alhaji Grunsa, but he's not the only person. There are lots of other known people.
Right, let's do Daily Guide. Daily Guide says Mamavi has an exclusive on the Gitmo 2, but
they do?
They say you have.
Oh, really?
So it's been captured. Mahama gave Gitmo 2 passports and wives. Well, Daily Guide is a tabloid. It's a pro-MPP government.
I like the way they put it. Mahama gave Gitmo 2 passport wives.
It's my best newspaper in Ghana always, because the way they couch their headlines, it will make you buy the paper. Mahama gave Gitmo 2 passports and wives. Anyway, so let's look at more stories. 10 cop killers now. We've had a number of stories also. And my husband is doing well. It's a story from a quote apparently from the thread or timeline of Samira Baumia, the second lady of our republic.
Where did she say that? Because it's also here in another paper, the Herald newspaper.
I remember I shared something from her post. Is it from her Twitter?
Oh, so this is from her Facebook page.
Yeah, threads and all that. Yeah, that's from Facebook. Yeah, it says my husband is doing well. Samira Baumia, we know the vice president, according to a statement from the Flagstaff House, has not been well, and so is recuperating in the United Kingdom. They have their lead monarch as Queen Elizabeth. $4 million NCA deal for Supreme Court, and 10 perished at teacher Mante crash. If you follow the story, tragic incident involving a bus, one of the lead shuttles, long bus shuttles we have in our country. But let's go to the center spread. A news one pullout of the Daily Guide. It has Yvonne Nelson back on set after baby. You have a beautiful picture of Yvonne Nelson. That's how Mamavi was looking when she gave birth to her 2 children. Very trim and all that. I Don't Sleep being producer, DJ and musician, DJ Jules. And now we have Kate Perry announces maiden concert in South Africa, her first concert. Ghana Makeup Award 2018 launched, we're told. Mama Vio Swabaji will be there, Ghana makeup artist. Of all the awards, this is what show.
You believe that?
I don't. That's why I'm saying it.
Okay. Let's do the Daily Dispatch newspaper. Front page of the Dispatch. Claim of 745,000 jobs created by Agric Ministry untrue, according to an analyst, Joe Jackson. The details of that story.
So they created those jobs?
745,000 jobs.
Where?
Okay, well, the rest of the details is in the Daily Dispatch newspaper. I'm not surprised JDM lost. Ghana is blessed to have Akufo-Addo. That's according to Ovation's Dele Momodu. And the full story is on the back page of the paper. He was on JDM's side, by the way, but he said that he admires our president, Akufo-Addo. And he says, we're blessed to have him. You can catch up with how this conversation, went on the back page of the paper. Really, that's it for the front page story. Headlines, yes, in the Daily Dispatch.
Let's look at the Herald newspaper. It has on the front page, Mills ghost chases majority leader and others. As Bawumia turns, cries, everyone says he's coming soon. And they bring you that, posts from Samira Bawumia's handle. And it says, my husband and I are grateful to all Ghanaians and well-wishers from across the world for your prayers, support and best wishes. He is doing very well, and we thank Allah for his grace. He looks forward to returning to work soon. Samira Bawumia. This was a nice graphics. At the time that I believe I also posted that, it had 3,400 likes, and had been also shared a number of times, hundreds of times. So we have it. The Airtel Tigo workers sacked, management accused of unfairness, Ghana government scared of Americans, keeping Gitmo 2 against 2016 promise. And those are the stories we have. Front page of the Herald newspaper.
Let's do the Business and Financial Times newspaper, perhaps the last paper that we will take a look at. And then we will go online, starting off with myjoyonline.com, and then we'll share some of your messages. So Guta wants GIPC not to touch law that protects local retailers. Airtel Tigo to go big on mobile money. Agents to have more cash in hand. So on the other hand, the headline in the Herald newspaper is one that says that they've sacked a number of their workers who are accusing management of being unfair. But on the other hand, we're told that Airtel Tigo is going to go big on mobile money, and that angle is in the Business and Financial Times newspaper. JP Morgan plans expansion into Ghana and Kenya. JP Morgan Chase and Co. plans to expand its African presence into countries including Ghana and Kenya, according to Chief Executive in an interview on Wednesday. And I think, yesterday was Wednesday. Oh, no, yesterday was Thursday. Today's Friday, is it?
Yes.
Okay. I listened to details of this on the BBC. So they say, it will be good to have them in Ghana. Hopefully all of us can own homes sometime soon. So really, those are the stories that we will take a look at in the Business and Financial Times newspaper.
Okay, so as Mamami prepares to read some messages, let's straight away try and also transition into reviewing what the stories are on the front pages, on the home pages of myjoyonline.com, CTFM. And we go to the Africa page of the BBC later. Mama V, we have MyJoyOnline.
So, effects of sex drugs mistaken for cholera in Zambia. 3 men in Zambia have been mistakenly admitted to a cholera center after taking herbs, which reportedly boosted sex-enhancing qualities, but whose symptoms resembled the deadly disease because they were throwing up. They were throwing up a lot.
And then they also, cholera more is about.
So they were running, and when I say running, this is Ghanaian talk, and then they were throwing up.
Yeah.
So obviously.
What's a cholera?
Roland.
Yes.
Let's move on.
All right, so let's go on.
Occupy Ghana threatens legal action over births and death registries anti-local names policy. So Occupy Ghana has asked the Attorney General to cause the Births and Deaths Registry to withdraw implementation of a policy that bans registration of popular Ghanaian names. And I've experienced this. When you want to start your child's name with Papa Kwajo, they would say no, it has to be in the middle. Or even if you want to use just that.
I've experienced it too.
Yeah, but that's not, I listened to
the explanation.
Sankoma, and this is not right.
Yeah.
And he says something that, oh, that's why he's such a smart man. Listen, you can change your name at any point in time. You go through the legal process to change it. I can make a name change, and I won't go through the births and deaths.
Yeah, true.
So
you just have to go and swear an affidavit.
Exactly, and I can do that for all my children if I want them to have the names the way that I wanted them to. Seriously. So what's the point?
What's the point there? What's the point? And even one of the commentators on social media said, why would you register a name like Princess, but you don't want to register a name like Nana or Togbi or Ni, or Na?
I had another angle that said that really this is not like this is not new. Originally coming from the birth. It's only because of donors. So this is like donors imposing this on us because they feel that it will be more tricky if they have to sort out names when people are applying. To travel and things like that, like they'll be confused.
Charlie, every time we get things dictated to us.
So it's donor imposition, if you like. That's what we've heard. Cash for seat hearing comes to an end. Report ready on January 31. I don't have any expectations for this, really. A proposal to amend section.
In other words, you know the conclusion.
16A of the Legal Profession Act.
Why do you speak English like that? Speak straight. In other words.
I'm just saying, I don't have any expert. Oh, please, let's move on. So, Ghanaian actress Claire Hope Ashite stars in upcoming Netflix drama series.
She's a Ghanaian, really. More like a British. I've watched her on YouTube.
But we are owning her because she has,
we always do that.
We
never train our own. Like the way we do for the Black Stars, we go and take the foreign bit.
Okay, so this is Samira Baomia's Facebook posts. Baomia doing well in decent London. Oh, this is not really. This is coming from Gabi Ochredako. Baomia doing well in decent London flats. Okay,
that's good. We wish him speedy recovery.
Where did
the
he
Vice
also
President
say this?
Of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahamoud.
Is that a picture of him in London as it is?
No.
You can click on the story.
No, this is
if
one
you're
of
interested
the
in reading.
pictures used during the campaign.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's move on though. National Security investigates DVLA staff over roadworthy certificates. Smuggled vintage Benz cars. An update. National Security hands down 2 brothers.
It's a deal that has seemed to have gone bad.
Herdsmen farmer clashes reach in Sota. 2 men, 7 cattle killed in renewed attack. We've got other stories on myjoyonline.com, including what you've missed here on Joy News that you can always catch up. We'll do City FM in a bit, but let's read some of your messages. Even if African leaders force Donald Trump to apologize, to me, it will not change the fact that he said what he said about Ho. Shalom, that's from Nyasa. Okay, sending us this message. It's not your message, so what do you want to know?
No, I didn't hear well.
Okay. Oh, somebody's asking for the motivation for my appearance this morning.
Oh, look.
Yeah. But you didn't add your name. You say nice things, but you didn't add your name.
We need to know your name.
Motivation, it's a Friday. I'm just happy that I can sleep
could be your husband,
much longer tomorrow.
No
this one says, I want to suggest to GS to try as early as possible to provide counseling services to both the headmaster and the student involved in the kitchen stool sex saga before we start hearing suicide attempts from them. While we keep on chasing or chastising them, we should also consider the psychological aspect of their lives. Nelson in Koforidua. Thanks for drawing our minds to this.
When you have a message, as you prepare for your next one, Moses Akrobotu says, I tell Mamavi, I want 2 things legalized. Weed, Agbe, Igbo, Ntampe, and polygamy. That's all.
Oh, really?
Tell your wife this first before you come and tell us. Tell your wife that you want to marry somebody in addition to her. First, tell your wife before you send it to the studio.
Oh, my God.
Moses Akrobotu.
Has he been sniffing too? Did he go to a boys' school?
I don't know. But I know. Moses.
So what?
We belong to...
all you men who went to boys' school, you were introduced to we. Is that it?
I don't know. Maybe not those who went to Infantipim because they are cool. Infantipim guys, you know,
they're cool and gentle.
Yeah.
And they're nice and they're sweet.
Yeah. You know,
but sometimes
I don't know whether they've taken weed before. I don't know whether, you know. Okay,
Roland, it's
okay. Infantipim boys.
Roland, it's okay. Don't talk about
if they were at this
Don't talk about Infantipim boys. I know they are Busiapeni. I beg you. I don't want to be in trouble.
All right.
Let's read a few of your messages and then we'll quickly wrap it up here. This one says, hi to you people there. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Okay, so hi to you as well. Just add your name so that we can appreciate you.
The person just said hi.
Yeah. Somebody's asking, AFAC stands for what? The full meaning of AFAC. I beg, make you Google.
AFAC, Alliance for Accountable Governance. I remember. They used to be very active in those days.
This one says, what happened to our saving box? Oh, you haven't seen my Susu box. I wanted to bring it. It's really tall.
Do we have a new one?
I have a new one. I left you out of it. It will be here, like here, after like, it's really tall. I really wanted to bring it. I don't know. Oh gosh, I forgot.
Have we stopped there?
I'll bring it on Monday. This time I'm doing private initiative.
PPP.
One individual wants to do
PPP.
This one says, I still find it absurd that this Ghana GPS is being patronized. It is a plagiarized software. If you don't believe it, look up an app called Snow Cold, developed by a Ghanaian in the UK. Okay, all right, so thanks a lot for this message as well. This one says, I wish to commend the police for their hard work in making sure that these criminals are arrested. They should be dealt with accordingly and should not allow them any breathing vacuum for the crime they committed. Wazat Dawood Majid in Tumu sending this message. We've got a lot more. We will do a lot more, but let's do City FM online quickly, Roland. Hopefully we get some few minutes.
So let's run through City FM and focus on the BBC later. PAC. That's Public Accounts Committee's soft sanctions over auction routes at MOFA, that's Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and Ghana Health Service rejected. Ghana Water Company Limited to ration water as dry season affects supply. You do South Africa, because I know Cape Town, they don't have water.
Yeah.
Cash for Seats Committee sittings over, report to be ready on January 31. And then 9 perished in now 10 in fatal crash at Tichamante. But already they're telling us about the 2 dead farmers after clash with headsmen in such a district of the Shanti region. And the PRC is ordering the ECG to compensate customers after prepaid troubles. And next time we're in trouble, we'll go and demonstrate. Then we'll get compensation. Ghana dear, you do a luta. And for those of you who travel to the US, Ghanaians from Ghana, and you handle cash. You don't want to pay banking transaction. Apparently, we're told, estimatedly, $143,000 were seized from 3 Ghanaians alone. Hey!
Let's read some of your messages before we do the BBC, if we can. Somebody's accusing me of not reading your text. Okay, now I'm on it. My concern is about GES, the recruitment in October. The government should tell us something. Now that I've read your message, you didn't even add your name, so I don't know who sent that message, but thanks for sending. Fusaini Safianu at Savlugu just says, just as Ghanaians are quick to condemn, bastardize, and humiliate the police department for crimes people commit at their blind side through no fault of theirs, on the same vein, we should all come out and commend the police for the swift manner with which they have arrested those criminals and murderers. At least we Ghanaians must not be hypocrites. Okay. Fusaini Safianu, you sound like you are in the force yourself. Of course, we've commended the police for this swift action. Bedra is in Upper Dentra West. He says, give this message to the president. We teachers who voted him into power are having our salaries not being paid. We beg him power. He promised us of it, he should give us our money. Say Bejura, thanks for the message that you sent. This one is from Robert from Saula Senior High School. Says, well, you love the show. We thank you. It sounds like you're part of it. Yes, you are a part of it. That's the whole idea. We do this together with you. Ablekuma North MP is doing a good job. Okay, yeah. So
Ablekuma North. Oh no.
Is that the tree?
The tree?
Oh, I wanted to have my say on that.
Tree planting initiative.
Okay, so you think it's a... I don't know. How do we maintain such trees? If you look around, and is the MP responsible for that, by the way? Is that her job?
No. Metropolitan Highway.
Meanwhile, we're told that they've got very terrible roads. Their main station or stations, I haven't been there exactly, but this is what people who live there say, in a very deplorable condition. I'm just thinking, if the people don't think that this is priority and this is not even your job, same as fixing road is not your job, but if you've got a little money, you could at least just get sand or something and make the road a little more motorable. I'm thinking that the people would have appreciated that better than the trees that you're planting. And are you going to be maintaining them? I'm just wondering. But just as you called media to witness what you did yesterday or 2 days ago in terms of the tree planting, we will be reminding you when the trees grow and nobody is shaping them, because those trees don't have to grow to a certain level, because they're in the middle of the road and they could block vehicular movement and things like that. Okay, let's Roland. Let's do BBC. Okay, Benedict is here, so
let's do BBC. Go highlights. South Sudan leaders filch people. Nigeria prophet drags arrests, and government hits back after damning accusation. Zambian authorities make arrests at airports and more stories. But Nigerian man wins gay asylum test case, and psychological test for homosexuality should not be used to turn down asylum claims, according to European judges. And apparently, there's a Nigerian who used that as one of the means to get asylum. That's one of their sharp. When giant man sex, drugs, land men in cholera center.
Yeah. So what? So they took they took it. They like more like Viagra. But what were they going to use it for? So you don't take that and drink. You take that and Is that it? Okay, well, you can read all about it on the BBC. I think this is where we have to end it. I opened one message, so let me just read it. Kwesi Borga says the cattle menace in Ghana, in Agogo, will never go away if we don't name and shame the politicians and chiefs who have cattle to confine them or something like that. Okay, thanks for your message, Kwesi.
All right, so we have to invite Benedict in, but a good friend of mine, Godwin Fiavo, who is the CEO for the G Fiavo Agricultural Services, has a number of concerns. He wants to know if the president and government has plans for subsidizing fuel for farmers and tractor operators, because fuel is going up, that's the prices, etc. I also want to know if the Fulani nomadic herdsmen attack the community first before their cattle were killed, or the cattle were killed before they attacked the people. Why should the people go after these people when maybe they may not cause them any harm? Some people are just trying to take advantage over these nomadic herdsmen. Okay, so well noted.
All right, just real quick before we go, this one says Mr. Walker would do better than Mama V in terms of the French. Isaac is an Agona
Wait.
Listen, this guy, he just lies to you by some of the little things he says, and then you just believe him. But if you think he'll be better, yeah. We thank you for being with us. I think I captured Roland yesterday. I said I was going to record the camera thing I was talking about, and I did record it. It's still sitting on my phone, so I'm just going to download it so that I can share with all of you a bit later. We have to make way for sports. Benedict Owusu-Dankwa is on standby. The Australian Open semi-finals is on. Roger Federer is in action.
You really want the matches?
He's in action.
Well, he's in action against a man who was able to call it quit for Novak Djokovic. So that's a good one.
Yeah, it will be good. If you missed any of the actions, the women's game, well, Benedict is here. He give us all the updates, including what Barcelona has been up to. Yeah, so stay with us.
We'll be right back.